how you doing? So it's Simply.Jane. I guess you can call this little monk debong or whatever, but welcome. If you're new, hello. If you're old, what's up? And today, we're going to talk about the things I don't like about people. It's very interesting because of 2019, I have met a lot of interesting people. So these people get to be the highlight of this video. So I'm going to do the top 5 individuals that I cannot I'm going to do the top 5 individuals whose actions I really cannot completely understand. First one, we're going to call her Kaleidoscope. And this individual is very interesting because she hasn't necessarily done anything towards me, but I've kind of been the backseat kind of watcher with my popcorn, or in this case, my baked pecans. Just watching baby girl's actions. And Kaleidoscope is a very interesting character because her personality is so bubbly and just open and just makes you want to be around them, but you have to be careful. So when it comes to her actions, I could not put my finger on how to identify like her actions. So what are her actions, you're asking? So she's a type of individual where when it comes to telling a situation in her perspective, depending on who she's talking to, the story will change. So, especially when these two people are enemies. So,
here goes person number 1, and then here goes person number 2. So say a situation happened, right? Where person number 1 doesn't like person number 2. So she would go to person number 1 telling the story, right? I should probably use a better case description, huh? So person number 1, person number 2.
Person number 1 just died.
So, here go these two. Person number 2 did something she didn't like, right? So,
I don't know how to do this case scenario.
okay, yeah. Let's do it like this. Yeah, okay. Here goes person number 1, 2, wait, no. I wish I had 3 hands! Fine, I'll be person number 1, 2, and 3. Say person number 2 did something she didn't like. So,
You know what? Screw this. It's just not, I just can't logically put this together. So I'm just going to use an example. So maybe, okay, my best friend, I'm going to call her Mickey. So Mickey tells me, because 9 out of 10, I really do trust Mickey to tell me I trust Mickey to tell me exactly what happened without, any biases, you know what I mean? She's very mature, and I expect her to tell me the story as is. So she'll tell me something that Kaleidoscope has done. Then Kaleidoscope would tell me a situation, and normally the way I'm very articulate with myself, and I try to hold myself to a high standard of maturity. So she would come to me, and she would tell the story in a very mature way that kind of, makes her look like she handled the situation well. Whereas though, when Mickey told me, she was a hot mess. Then she would go to Q Dog. That's my girl. Hey, Q Dog. She'll go to Q Dog. And it'll be a completely and total different story. So I didn't necessarily know how to identify this action. How come I couldn't explain this with my peanuts? I meant my pecans. So I couldn't understand or put a word to her actions until I watched the video. I'll put the channel right here. I think it was her Gabby Hanna video where she was personally talking to fans about the situation, making them perceive it a different way. And it's called gaslighting. So as I started to learn more about this word, the more it started kind of appearing, you know? So I do not like the actions of gaslighting because, one, it kind of manipulates the individual to kind of view you in a different light, or maybe another person in a different light, and it's just like really messy. Very, very no. So boom. Oh, I should say that's fine. Okay, person number 4. I'm gonna call this person Biscuit, because he was a son of a biscuit. So this person and I, we were friends. We were friends, and the goal was to keep very open communication. So we knew about every other person we were talking to. It was just very open, right? So a situation that happened that I won't go into full details. And I found out about this individual. Well, let's rewind. Prior to the situation, he came to me and was like, I want to be exclusive with you. I want more with you. So here I go. I'm like, okay. Slowly but surely make myself vulnerable, cutting off my people. And then, boom, situation happens. A new face comes around. We don't call her we won't call her Egg White. So Egg White, she comes around out of nowhere because of the situation that happened with her. So he wants to be a good quote unquote friend with her, but I realized that in a sense he was over here trying to be in a relationship with me, the way he was a little bit too open, and then he kind of told on himself on what he wanted with her. So I had told Biscuit, I was like, Biscuit, what do you want from me, Biscuit? Here goes Biscuit. I really don't know, because like I think I'm falling for this person. No, Biscuit, because when I put the timeline together, it goes to show around the same time you so-called wanted to be exclusive with me, you started talking to this girly. And now that situation that happened, which was a really bad situation, I'm now just finding out about her. So we get to talking, and here go Biscuit. I really don't want to lose you because I love your support and everything you provide for me. However, in that same breath, I can't give you anything. This wasn't his exact words. However, he enjoyed everything I was providing for him. However, he couldn't give me back in return because he wanted to give it to another person. So in other words, he wanted to utilize me for my resources so he can heal himself up and go to another person. Trash basket. We'll name one person. His name's Coconut. And it's my ex. And the actions that I did not like with him, and then to myself, I was at fault because one, I wasn't strong enough to set my own boundaries and have an identity for myself to know what I wanted for myself. Two, I allowed him to walk all over me, never really checking the things that made me feel uncomfortable. And with this individual, I'm not even going to trash this individual because to a certain extent, even though I'll go more so the lessons I learned from this person. The only person that can make you happy is yourself. I was so dependent on this person fulfilling this empty void called happiness. I was never satisfied because the only person that can feel that little happiness is me. Set boundaries. You know what makes yourself tick. So if somebody crosses that borderline where you're like, no, respect that. You know, honestly, respect yourself to be like, no, you will not do this to me. Not happening. Thirdly, know your self-worth and know what you deserve. I know my heart is kind. I know that I am imperfect. But I do know is I deserve exactly how I treat a person. I treat a person with the utmost respect, and I will do anything to make sure that this person is okay. And if somebody can't give me that same energy back, they don't deserve to be in my life. Which is a really interesting one, just going off a tangent, which I've noticed a lot of things these young boys are doing nowadays. Matter of fact, no, I'll just save it for another video. Save it for another video. Heal. Honestly, address the pain that was caused. Whether it was caused by yourself not protecting yourself, or this individual really hurting you, address it. Address the pain. Recognize that it is real and that it is there. Take the time for yourself, because if this pain isn't addressed, or if it isn't healed, it will be carried with every single person you talk to. And that's unfair for the individual, because you don't give them a clean slate to work on. I've learned a lot of lessons with this individual, and it has fast-tracked my growth tremendously. I may not be able to control every little thing, but the one thing I can control, who deserves to be in my life and who doesn't. And if you find this to be any kind of beneficial, you know yourself better than anybody, girl or boy. Love yourself. And to that I say peace. Hold on. What do YouTubers say? Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.